Congratulations to you all. Bitcoin hit target price near 105,000 for a profit of 39.87%. Welcome to the Sport Special Report Alert Part 2. My name is Nguyen. I'll be your guide through this analysis. But before we get started, let's review Part 1 of the Special Report Alert. Okay, so this is a special report alert. Rare Bitcoin buy signal at a price of 70,000 to 75 with a target price, expected target price near 105 for a 50% profit. But we got in at 75,000, so the adjusted profit is going to be 40%. Let's watch this part of this video. Okay, let's watch part of this video. So here it is. Special report alert. Rare Bitcoin buy signal. Buy price 70,000 to 75,000. Expected target price 105,000 for a 50% profit. Hello and welcome to this special report. My name is Nguyen. I'll be your guide to this analysis. Let's get started. Okay. Today is Wednesday, April 9, 2025. We are going to go over the previous update and have a little review. Okay. As you can see from the previous review, Bitcoin is still in a downtrend. Okay, still in a downtrend right here. And we recently have an indirect jump from the stock market, which the side effects go into the crypto market and affects Bitcoin. Okay. There was no breakout right here. Okay, there was no breakout right here. Okay, and it resumed downtrend from here. Okay. Next, any bounce is met with a sell-off. Okay, bounce is met with a sell-off, and it creates what is called a bull trap right here. Buyers who bought between 85 to 88 fell into a bull trap. Okay, immediately with a tail rejection of price right here, and it resumed downtrend with a large red candle sell-off. Okay, now long ago, maybe in March, back in March, we when I first made this analysis, we expect the target price of Bitcoin to be 70 to 75ish, and it hit that target price twice already. Okay. Now, what can we expect as of right now? Okay, we can expect strong buying at the supporting area. Okay, the last time I give you an update, I was talking about it's hard to break these axis area because there are multiple resistance or multiple selling area. It's like an intersection. Okay, that means when multiple groups, multiple schools of professionals, multiple groups from different analysis, they come in and sell or sell short in this area, making it a very tough area to penetrate and break through. That's what it means by multiple resistant area. Okay. Now on the opposite side of that, we have multiple supporting area. Okay. Buyers who missed the last time it broke out from this area, they have memories. They come back and put buy orders in this area. Okay. And people who often short sell up here, they are normally taking profit around support area and close out their short position. Okay, and long-term professional buyers, especially institution, whenever you see large volume, there are lots of transactions in that area. Okay, institution and strong holders, strong buyers, they love to accumulate Bitcoin in this area. Okay, so with all that said, we have a rare Bitcoin buy signal here at 75,000 to 70,000 ish. Okay, and your target price or profit is somewhere between 100 and 105 high. Okay, and as you know, professional, they like to scale in position and scale out position, meaning when they sell out to take profit, they don't just put in one order, they put in 4 to 5 orders. So let's say you want to take profit, we taking profit at 100, 101, 102, 103, and 4 and 5 orders, something like that. Okay, because let's say you put in orders to sell everything at 105, but what if Bitcoin went to 104, 900 and something and turned down? You're not going to get filled. Okay? So this is your special report alert. Now, as I was saying, I rarely do this, but I want. So let's close out this video. Okay. Let's go back to the last thing I said in the other video. Okay, let's bring this up. I said that if you are taking profit and if you put all your orders in at 105, you might not get filled, right? Let's take a look at the high price of the Bitcoin. Look, I want you to focus this in this area, okay? This area here, when I point to it. Look, the high is 104,916, okay? And the next one is 104,980. See how close that is? Now, if you take 100, if you put all your orders to take in profit at 105, you still not got filled yet, okay? That's why it's important to scale in position, okay? Just like when you buy in at 75, you want to buy in 75-ish, 74, a couple hundred, and as long as you get an average of the of that buying price, is good. Now, looking at Bitcoin, it looks like it's still in a strong uptrend, and it possibly could move to 107, 106 ish, but nothing is guaranteed. Okay, remember that in the market, nothing is guaranteed, and we trade based on what the market gives us. Okay, now whenever we have a target price, as you can see, the target price. Uh, Right now, based upon the target price of 109,000, okay, with wait, not 109, it's 104,000 with 900. The Bitcoin position has hit a profit of 39.87%. Okay, now if you want to trail stop, you can move your stop up to lock in profit. Should we have a correction or a big pullback? Okay, you never know when a pullback or a correction is going to hit. Okay, so that's why it's always good to protect your profit so that you don't lose on a trade. One of the rules for successful trading is you never let a winner turn into a loser. Okay, you don't let all your profit disappear, especially when a profit is about 40%. That's a big, nice profit. Okay, for some of you whales, if you have a $10 million position, 40% is $4 million. You don't want to watch $4 million completely disappear should something happen. Should something happen. As I was saying, nothing is guaranteed in the market. Anything can happen in the market, okay? So locking in profit give you a peace of mind knowing that you cannot lose on a trade. And the worst case scenario is you walk away the trade with profit. Why a lot of people who never lock in profit, okay, they watch all their profit disappear. Just like the people that bought at 75 here last time, they watched Bitcoin goes all the way up to 109, and if they didn't take profit, guess what? When Bitcoin turned down to 75, they watch all the profit disappear. Okay, you don't want to be caught in that situation. Okay, you don't want to be those guys who watch all that profit disappear. Should Bitcoin turn down? Now, of course, when you lock in position, let's say that Bitcoin's made a powerful move up, you can always come back in and rebuy your position. Okay, rebuy your position should the momentum and the market give you an opportunity for much higher profit. Okay, so that's how that works with the this special report alert. Okay, now uh, let's go into the analysis. Okay, let me bring up this chart. I mean these thing right here that I've hit it. Okay, so in looking at our review, okay, you remember on December 12th, okay, I always bring this up because why do I always bring this up? Because this signal alone is worth millions of dollars to some of you, and it's worth hundreds of thousands of dollars to some of you. Some of you where it's probably priceless. Okay, December 12th, okay, crypto market enter distribution. That was a signal. Okay, and within a few days, Bitcoin made a top. The crypto market also made a top within this few days. There were a lot of profit taking for Bitcoin. You can see right here. Anytime it's trying to make a bounce, there was sell, sell, sell. Okay. It doesn't matter what the news is, or all these fake news that have been pumping out, or whatever all those other YouTubers were telling you that Bitcoin is going to go to 150,000, 200,000. There were a lot of people that was talking about that during this time. And many people, many investors, they bought Bitcoin at 109,000, 105-ish. Looking at here, looking at this volume price here, you can tell a lot of people bought it at 105 to 109 based on the volume alone, and in multiple days. Okay, and guess what? They caught the top of the market and watched Bitcoin go all the way down to 75,000. Okay, that is a down of 30 to 35% of their portfolio if they hold Bitcoin. Imagine you're aware and you hold $10 million worth of Bitcoin and watch $3.5 million disappear. Now, when Bitcoin return to this area, your portfolio shows a break even. You get it? A break even. Versus if you didn't buy here or you sold near the top and then later on you rebuy here this area, you would have shown roughly a 39.8% profit. That is $3.9 million profit. Okay, that's is the difference between knowing when to sell and knowing when to buy. Okay, if you buy and hope, well, buying and hope is less profitable than trade in and out. Okay, okay. So uh, let me bring this down. Okay, bring this down. This was the signal to sell crypto at the top of the bull market. Okay, and then from then on, you remember that many altcoins went down by 60 to 80%. Okay, if you hold one of other altcoins, you know you watch them go down by 60 to 80%, and that was painful. Okay, you don't want to be in that situation again. Okay, and from then after that, remember there was a special alert for to buy Bitcoin. When Bitcoin reached this area, a lot of altcoin was still in deep downtrend. Okay, after Bitcoin has moved up, then the rest of the altcoin, they finish the downtrend and start moving up. Okay, there was a lag time or a gap between those areas. Okay, so first, this area, this view right here, I was saying that if we picked up Bitcoin at 70,000, when it reached 105, there'll be 50% profit. But we picked it up Bitcoin at 75, so when it gets to 105, it's roughly about 40% profit. Okay, so and let's do a quick review of what you're gonna find here. Okay, Bitcoin made a nice breakout, one breakout, two breakout, three breakout. Okay, three breakout here, and it's continued to make the uptrend and continue to ride. As you can see, let me remove that. This line right here, when it cross up into this area, you notice that these axes are where it normally pause or take a break. Okay, if it doesn't take a break that area and it punctured through, that means the momentum is very strong. There was a lot of buying that area and it broke out. And anytime it breaks out these purple axes, it made a large move up. Okay, from here, roughly 100 to 103 in the same day. Okay, that's a 3% run from this breakout area. Okay, counting from 97 to 103, that's a $6,000 move. Okay, that's a $6,000 move. Okay, now as I was saying, when it gets to here, you can see that this line and this line going across is where people are taking profit. Okay, you can see that people have been taking profit, or the professionals, the insiders, institution, whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna call them the smart money. Okay, the smart money and the smart traders and professionals have been taking profit right here. That is why when the candle reach it's starting to slow down. Okay. Now, if you have taken profit, congratulations. If you have not taken profit, consider taking some profit, of course. One more time, let me remind you, it's not financial advice. All of this is education and entertainment only. Okay. In this area, okay. Now, what I like to see, okay, is Bitcoin somehow go above this trend line. Okay, when it's under this trend line, it still has selling pressure under this trend line. A good move would be stay above this trend line. If it move above this trend line, there is a possibility that it can go to 110,000 or to break all-time high, and it will go up from there. But if it doesn't move up this trend line, it's gonna be struggling at around 107 500, roughly. Moving toward the 110, it'll be struggling. Okay, when they struggle like that, professional, they tend to stay out. They tend to take profit on their position. Short sellers are watching for a chance to go and short Bitcoin. Okay, it doesn't matter if all the YouTubers are calling Bitcoin going to reach 200,000 in this bull run. Okay, you're going to see the action based on the chart. Okay, you're going to see what is happening based on the chart, because chart do not lie. Okay, all these candles do not lie. All these candles are made by true trade, true buy and orders with volume lister. Okay, stories, talk, news, it can be manipulated. It can be very manipulative. Okay, just like the last bull run, a lot of people, a lot of news are calling Bitcoin to 200,000. And you know what? Bitcoin, it reached 60 some thousand and bam, went all the way down, went all the way down. Okay. So sometime when you listen to news and people that make prediction of Bitcoin prices, uh, you just gotta go take it with a grain of salt. Okay. You listen to one ear, but you gotta go check it. And if you know check it, you gotta find someone who is an expert in technical analysis, because uh, you don't want to buy based on hope. Okay. Now, if you are a long-term holder, let's say you want to buy Bitcoin and hold it until it goes to 500,000, and you don't care how long it takes, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, okay, then this conversation is not for you. Here we're talking about true analysis. Okay, each turn, okay, giving you more profit than you were to buy and hold. Okay. Okay, if you were to buy and hold, remember, if you bought Bitcoin at 105,000, okay, this dip caused you a loss of 35%. And then when it got back up here, you're now broken even. While someone who is trading it in and out, they just made a 40%. Okay, and they can always go back into the position if they have liquidated all their position. They can always come back in. Okay, can always come back in. Okay, so with that said, that sums up the special report. Okay, that sums up the, okay, you notice sometimes I repeat myself because I think in picture in the movies, and sometimes it's hard from my mouth and my words to catch up with my thoughts. So with that said, this sums up the special report alert part 2. Congratulations to anyone who trade Bitcoin. Bitcoin hit a target price near, very close to 105,000. If you bought Bitcoin at 75,000, did I say Bitcoin reach 105? I meant Bitcoin reach 105,000. Okay, very close. 104.9 something. Okay, and if you bought Bitcoin as at around 75,000, you're sitting on a very close to 40%, roughly 39.87% profit. Okay, and remember to trail stop and never let a winning trade turn to lose. Never let all your profit disappear. Okay. With that said, I'm gonna go in and look at the some other coin. Okay, some other coin. We're gonna take a look at Ethereum first, and then we're gonna take a look at Sui Solana XRP. Okay, I'm gonna make a separate video on Ethereum because I issues an alert or signal to buy Ethereum at the bottom. It is now sitting on roughly 40 to 50% profit. So I'm going to make a separate video talking more detail about that. But in this video, I'm going to give you a quick review and see what's Ethereum doing right now. Okay. So this is a chart for Ethereum. As you can see, it got more line this time. Okay, because I use it to issue a signal to buy on Facebook and on YouTube. Okay, anyone who bought Ethereum at those alerts are sitting on nice big profit between 40 to 50%. Okay. So basically Ethereum right now is trading around 2,500. Okay, with a nice breakout right here. We're talking about 3 consecutive days, a breakout that has 3 consecutive days. Very powerful. Okay, from this area of 1,800 to roughly 2,200, 1,800 to 2,200. Let's see how much of a breakout that is. As you know, I like to do math right in front of you. Okay, so 2,200. Let's go back. Clear. I need to clear this up. Okay, so 2,200 minus 1,800 close. That's 400 points. That means this breakout from day one is 400 points, and we're going to divide that by 1,800. That gives us 22%, meaning Ethereum breakout and move up 22%. I think that is the biggest breakout in history of Ethereum. Okay, the last one was 20% in one day. Now we have a 22% in one day, and within the 3 consecutive days. Let's see how much Ethereum move. Okay, so from the move here we have 1,800, and at the high of the move is roughly 25. Let's see, 25 what? 2588. Let's see how much of that is. Okay, so we have 2588 minus 1,800. Okay, 788 points divided by 1,800. That gives us a whopping 43% run in 3 days. Okay, 43%. That's very nice run. Okay, so with that said, anyone who bought Ethereum down here, this was the day that I gave the YouTube alert. Okay, let me quickly bring that up to remind you. So this was the alert to buy Ethereum that I put on YouTube. That was dated Sunday, April 20th, 2025. Okay, that was the signal to buy Ethereum. And as you can see, that date is here. Okay, if you were to buy Ethereum on that signal, you could have picked it up Ethereum for 3 days for an average price of 1,600. Okay, let's see how much profit that is. Okay, 1,600. So right now Ethereum is at clear, is at 25. We're going to use nice round number. Okay, 2,500 minus 1,600 equals 900 points, and 900 divided by 1,600, that gives you a nice 56% profit in about 3 weeks. In about 3 weeks. Okay, that is the power of being able to buy crypto at or near the bottom, especially near a breakout. Okay, near a breakout like this. Okay, now I have told you, and I've told friends of mine. Okay, let me bring that up, that Ethereum is getting ready to make a big move, a big run. Okay, way ahead of time, not like months ahead of time, literally like very close to this area. Okay, I'm going to bring that up right now. Okay, so here was a signal that to buy Ethereum, crypto buy alert on April 2nd. Okay, looking at 100 for 100% profit Ethereum. Okay, here was. Okay, I posted this on my Facebook, and then on April 10th, Okay, when Ethereum made a dip, okay, I repeat that Ethereum near price of 1500 is a fantastic buy. Okay, and then later on, remember I gave the alert to buy on YouTube, but I just forget to post on YouTube to buy alert, because it's easier for me to make a post after I do my analysis and post on Facebook and to my friends and family and into my group than to make a video. Sometimes there's a lag time video. Okay, it takes quite a while. Okay, and then here it is. Here it is on April 25th. Okay, when Ethereum was near 1800. I say that Ethereum is a strong buy. Okay, strong buy. I posted in two different areas, one in my group and one on my Facebook public post. Okay, it's a strong buy near 1800. Add to position. Add to a position meaning if you are bought your position, you can add to it. Let's say you have $100,000 in Ethereum position. You can add to your position. You can add 50K, 100K. It depends upon you. That's what I mean by add to position. And let's say that a big run is coming. Okay, a big run is coming, and that was April 25th. Okay, and on May 1st, I make another post to remind people again. Okay, to buy price 1800 right here to 1750. Add to your position. Buy your entire position at the breakout. Okay, I'm gonna go in and look at the breakout in a bit. Now, if you have not bought, right here, if you have not bought, you have 1 to 2 weeks left to buy average in, because people already bought already. Remember, I said Ethereum is ready for a big run on May 1st. I just tag about 30 people or 30 to about roughly 30 people here who wanted to be tagged. Okay, so let's go take a look at where May 1st was at. Okay, so this was the YouTube alert. Okay, you could have bought right here, almost very close to the bottom. Okay, uh, and May 1st. Let me bring out May 1st. May 1st, right here, 1800. Ethereum move up and down 1800, 1750 something, 1760 something. You got 1 week to buy if they didn't buy. Okay, and with as I say, you have 2 weeks, 1 to 2 weeks to buy before a big run coming. Okay, and then bam, in 3 days, Ethereum shot up 50 something point from, I mean, 50s. Wait. What did I say? Hold on. Yeah, so in 3 days, Ethereum made a run from 1800 to 2590-ish. Okay, 1800 to roughly 25. That's 700 and how much is that? 588 minus 1800. That's 788 points, roughly close to 800 points. That's a nice run if you were able to catch Ethereum up here. Okay, so with that said, if you find value in this video so far, based on what I tell you, subscribe to the channel. You will never know when I issue an alert to buy something near the bottom. Okay, when you buy near the bottom, you're gonna have a monster profit. Now, I only focus on high quality coins. I don't go into high risk coin, meme coin, degen, extremely small cap, because those things, they can be dumped, they can rug pull, and you can lose all your money. Okay, I got friends and people that follow me with a lot of money, people who owns nail shop. They are real estate agent, real estate investors. They own seafood restaurant and restaurant all place. They have a lot of money. I don't want to put them into a position where they put a lot of money and get rug pulled. Okay, I don't want to put my reputation on the line. Okay, so I only focus on high quality coin, leaders in their group, leaders in the market, and maybe some big cap on the upper level. Okay, so as I was saying, if you find value in here, subscribe to a channel, and maybe find my group on Facebook. If you don't like Facebook, you can always keep an eye for updates when I make videos. I normally make videos on these update on Sunday, okay, Wednesday and Thursday. Okay, those are the day I tend to make make videos about Bitcoin, the analysis, because it takes a couple days for me to do an analysis, to write the topic of what I'm gonna write, and then make a video and upload it. Okay, it takes quite a number of time. You can see from the quality of my analysis, it is very different from the regular YouTubers who just do simple analysis, or who just store numbers, or who basically just talk without using proof. Okay, I'm very different from, I'm just a crazy guy. Okay, I'm just a crazy guy with 7 monitors. If you watch my other video, you know I have 7 monitors. So I'm just a crazy guy, if you want to call it a crazy guy. But if you find value in here, become a subscribers. I'm gonna have a service where I give these kind of a signal to buy near the bottom and near the top. Okay, for a monster of massive profit. Once I finish my funnel, I'm going to launch that service. If you want to access these kind of trades, keep on the lookout. Okay, so that summarized Ethereum. Okay, we're sitting on nice profit. Let's quickly go into the other charts. So this is a chart for Sui. Okay, Sui made a nice breakout. Okay, a nice 4 days run for Sui. Okay, from roughly $2.20 all the way to 370-ish. That's a nice 4 days run. Okay, and recently Sui also made this another breakout here. It's kind of struggling in this profit taking area for some. Okay, profit taking area, but as you know, Sui is a layer 1 blockchain competing. It wants to compete with Ethereum, Solana, and other Aptos, AVAX. It wants to compete with those. Okay, eventually, if it proves itself, okay, one day it might be one of the top 10 or top 20 leading coins. Okay, we don't know. Okay, if you buy in hope and we enter a bear market, or a big red tide shows up, Sui can go down 80 to 90%. Okay, so you have to be careful at what price and when you buy Sui. Okay, so next I'm going to bring up Solana. So this is a chart for Solana. As you can see, Solana has recently a breakout. It's running up right here, but it's struggling right here in this area that people want to take profit from. Okay, you know, people that bought here, this was the pump from Trump, and they were immediately saw a big loss the very next day. They weren't very happy. Okay, if Solana can clear up this area, you know, things might be good. But we will see. Everything we do, we gotta watch the market. Okay, we gotta watch the over market, because the green tide will raise the price of a lot of coins. A red tide is gonna bring a lot of coins price down. A pullback or a mini tide within the big tide can bring a lot of coins down. Okay, and if some coin, when the price go down past certain area, professionals and big short sellers can come in and cause the price of that crypto to fall and fall deep. Okay, just like this area. Okay, professional came in and they caused price to go literally deep. And if you got caught in a downtrend, you're gonna be sitting on big loss. You're gonna be sitting on time. And if you bought up here in a 250 or 260, you're still sitting on the loss. Okay, still sitting on loss. Okay, next I'm gonna bring up XRP. This is a chart for XRP. As you can see, XRP is weak. Okay, it's weak. It's been trying to make its run, but you know, a lot of people were selling, and it's kind of hug this this trend line right here. It's trying to make a run, but it hardly go anywhere. Okay, hardly go anywhere. And right now it's in the $2.60. You know, a lot of people, they think that XRP is going to run to about $10-20. Okay, and that depends on when. Are we talking about within the next few months? Are we talking about this month? Are we talking about next year? How many years are we going to talk about? Okay. Now, if you were to buy XRP and just hold forever, then my conversation doesn't really matter to you, because you don't care about the fluctuation. You don't care about buying at the low and selling it at the top. If you just want to buy and hold and hope, that's okay with you too. That's okay with me. That's okay with everyone too. But if you're looking to get in or buy at a good price, okay, these analysis are for you. Okay, and as I was saying, XRP, things have moved up quite a bit. Other coins has moved up quite a bit, and XRP is lagging behind. Right now, it's struggling. It's kind of weak. Okay, it's not showing any strength. The breakout and the run, whew, the run is only 10-15%, 10-15% for XRP. Okay, these runs are great. These runs are here. But these ones are way in the back. This is the beginning of the big rise in the entire crypto market. Remember back in November? If you remember my other conversation, I was talking about the crypto market is going to make a big run. Okay, that is in another video. Okay, that is in another video. Now, with that said, that summarized the analysis for this week on Sunday, May 11th, 2025. Congratulations to anyone who buy Bitcoin in the rare Bitcoin signal in the special alert near 75,000. And as of right now, you're sitting on roughly a 39% profit. Congratulations. Okay. Until next time, my name is Nguyen. See you in the next video.